Kourtney Kardashian reveals Kim's final act of revenge following their intense conflict. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kourtney Kardashian and her sister Kim Kardashian have had a difficult relationship for many years. Even though they are both part of one of the most famous families in the world and have worked together in business and on reality TV, their personal bond has often been filled with tension, arguments, and strong emotions. Recently, Kourtney shared her concern that her sister Kim might be trying to get back at her in a way that could be seen as revenge. This came as a surprise to many people, but those who have followed the Kardashian family's journey over the years know that these kinds of issues between the sisters are not entirely new. There have been many moments in the past when the two sisters disagreed or argued, sometimes in front of the cameras. Fans of their reality shows, starting from Keeping Up with the Kardashians to the more recent The Kardashians on Hulu, have witnessed several intense fights between the two. One of the most shocking times was when they had a real physical fight that made viewers gasp. In another scene, they were yelling at each other over the phone, saying very harsh things. These moments were uncomfortable for many fans to watch because it showed how deep the anger and hurt had become between the two sisters. Kim and Kourtney are the two oldest Kardashian sisters, and from the early days of their show, which started in 2007, not 1997, there were always signs of competition and disagreements between them. Sometimes, the arguments were small, and other times, they were much bigger and more emotional. But recently, it seemed like things were getting better. In fact, many fans were happy and hopeful when they saw the two sisters working together for a new photo shoot. The photos were for Kim's brand Skims, which is very popular for its stylish and comfortable clothing. Kourtney appeared in the campaign, and they both wore matching leopard print outfits that showed off their curves. From the outside, the photo shoot looked like everything was fine between them. They smiled and posed together, which made fans think they had fixed their problems. But behind the scenes, things might not have been as peaceful as they appeared. A new trailer for season 6 of The Kardashians gave fans a look at what was really going on. In the clip, Kourtney could be heard saying that she was stepping out of retirement, while Kim excitedly talked about her collaboration between her Skims brand and the famous fashion label Dolce & Gabbana. At one point, Kim was shown talking to their other sister Khloe, asking her how they could get Kourtney to be part of the campaign. This made it seem like Kourtney might not have been as willing as fans thought. Later in the clip, Kourtney was shown getting her hair and makeup done for the shoot. She made a joke that sounded more serious than funny. She said she felt like Kim might be trying to sabotage her. Kourtney commented on how her hairstyle looked like Shirley Temple, a famous child actress known for her curly hair, while Kim had a glamorous look with perfect waves. Kourtney asked if this was Kim's way of getting revenge, suggesting that she didn't feel entirely comfortable or respected. To understand why Kourtney might feel this way, we have to look back at their history, especially the argument they had in season 3 of The Kardashians. That fight happened because Kim decided to work with Dolce & Gabbana, just a few months after Kourtney had worked with the same brand for her wedding to musician Travis Barker. Kourtney felt like Kim was trying to take attention away from her wedding and turn it into a business opportunity. She believed that her sister was using something very special and personal for her own benefit. Kourtney also said that she didn't think Kim was truly happy for her on her wedding day. On the other hand, Kim said that Kourtney had changed and was no longer the same person she used to be. The argument became so serious that Kourtney ended up calling Kim a witch and also said she was a narcissist. These are very strong words that showed just how hurt and angry Kourtney was at the time. Later on, Kourtney tried to make things sound better. She told people that everything was okay now and that she and Kim were getting along again. She said they were connected by their children and that it was strange to think about how much time and energy they had spent fighting. She wanted people to believe that the worst part of the fight was over. But even with those words, some fans continued to notice signs that not everything was back to normal. For example, when Kourtney posted a birthday message to Kim in 2023, she made a joke that some people thought was a little too sharp. In the message, She said that the fights people saw on TV were nothing compared to the ones they had in high school. She talked about pulling each other's hair and scratching with their nails, calling these memories the joys of sisterhood. Even though she ended the message with kind words, telling Kim she loved her deeply, the earlier part of the message reminded fans that their relationship had always been complicated. That same year, the Kardashian family decided not to do their usual Christmas card photo shoot. For many years, this tradition had been something fans looked forward to. The family would dress up, pose together, and share a beautiful photo. But in 2023, they said they were skipping it. Khloe explained to fans that with so many children in the family now, it had become very hard to get everyone to look at the camera at the same time. She said that because of this, they decided to leave the tradition behind for now, although they would still take lots of pictures whenever they could. Even though Khloe gave that reason, many fans believed there was more going on. They thought that the real reason for canceling the Christmas card was the tension between Kim and Kourtney. People remembered how the two sisters had a big argument during one of the previous Christmas photo shoots. It was such a serious fight that Khloe had to step in and physically separate them. During that fight, Kim insulted Kourtney by saying she was the least interesting to look at. They were arguing about scheduling and how much effort Kourtney was putting into the event. It was another example of how quickly small disagreements between the sisters could turn into major problems. This history between Kim and Kourtney shows that their relationship is not just filled with small disagreements. There are deep feelings involved, including jealousy, hurt, and misunderstanding. Kourtney often feels like she is not being respected or treated fairly by her sister. Kim, on the other hand, seems focused on her business goals and may not always see how her actions affect Kourtney. The situation has made fans wonder whether the sisters will ever truly be close again. On the surface, they might smile for the cameras and say kind things in public. But when you look closer, it's clear that there are still a lot of unresolved feelings between them. Kourtney's recent joke about sabotage might not have been just a joke. It might be her way of saying that she still feels uneasy around her sister. The Kardashians are known for sharing almost every part of their lives with the public. But even with all that openness, there are things that happen behind closed doors that viewers don't fully see. The emotions, the quiet disagreements, and the history of old arguments continue to shape how these sisters treat each other today. Fans are always hopeful that Kim and Kourtney can truly make peace. After all, they have shared so many important moments in their lives. They grew up together, became famous together, and are both mothers who love their children deeply. But like many families, they also have moments of jealousy, frustration, and disagreement. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.